Hey guys, Kara. I'm so tired. And of course I couldn't sleep, so I'm just gonna record another video instead of doing my homework because I'm just too tired to sit and write a paper. I'd rather do this. And it definitely takes a lot of less energy to do this. So that's gonna be my motivation here. I'm going to show you guys all of the, I guess, physical body help items that I brought to school with me, like braces and tape and all that type of thing. I'm gonna go from bottom up, I guess. So the first thing that I have is, if I can get it out, these inserts that I wear in my shoes. I'm not seeing a physical therapist currently, but I have seen a physical therapist for a few years, and they've kind of just helped me to figure out what in my body is wrong. Like, they don't know anything about chronic fatigue syndrome specifically, but they can tell me what is physically wrong with me in regards to, like, muscles and joints and stuff like that. So I have a lot of problems with muscles and joints. I have a lot of muscle and joint just pain, and I have some things that are actually wrong. Like they can do surgery on my knees if I ever decide to have that. But starting with my feet are supposed, like, anatomically, my feet are supposed to have really high arches, but they aren't strong enough to support that. So I have these shoe sole things that are made specifically for people with high arches to give that extra support. This is the brand if you would ever want to check it out. It's just kind of like a foam padded thing on top, and on the bottom it's soft up here, bendable, and then this is the hard plastic piece that holds up your arch over here. I have already gone through a pair of these, and I love them so much, so I got another. I wear those every day just in my regular shoes, and I actually just got new shoes recently, which helps a lot because they're so much more comfortable than they're new, so they're more supportive along with the support of the arch. Then I have a few different things for my knees. I will start with the light braces and work my way up. I have 3 pairs here, but I have a bunch more at my house. But I'm not going to bother showing those right now because I don't have them, and there are so many. I'd have to make a video like just for knee braces. So these are ones that I found online. It's one of those possibly pseudoscience-like things. It's just a regular sleeve. It's really, really thin, and the only support that it has are these little rubber things on the front that kind of just pull at your kneecap to keep it in place. But then within the fibers there is copper, and copper is supposed to help. I've never really had any significant improvement from these specifically, but they do help. And with not really having any improvement, you have to keep in mind that they are just a sleeve brace. It's not really any real significant support. These next ones are fairly supportive. They, I think, are considered maximum support within the brand that it is. It's an Ace brace. I don't have the box, so I can't show any of that, but this is the tag. There's a diagram inside on how to put it on. It looks like that. That's kind of hard to see. It has all these different straps that wrap around. Your leg goes through this sleeve here, and then there is this in the center where your kneecap goes, and there is a patella buttress is what it is called, that kind of runs around here. It's just like a little bit of the extra neoprene is inside of there, and it just keeps your kneecap in place. It's like if a hand were to be like this around your kneecap, kind of holding it in place. And my problem with my knees, I've actually had a lot of different answers, but I have weakness. I have pain that could be caused by some of the problems or just by ME, just the myalgia. And then I also have on either side of your knee there are different tendons. There's actually like 5 different tendons that hold your knees together, and the ones on the inside are looser than the ones on the outside, and that's what they could surgically fix. But 1, they won't do it until I'm 30, and 2, they have to keep doing it over and over again, and 3, it has a really high failure rate. So I probably will never end up doing that. These braces also feature 2 different springed bars here that bend along with your knee. Then they have a strap that goes around the top, a strap that goes around the bottom. And what I really, really like about this particular brace is that it has a strap that goes around the back too to hold this part tight against your knee, so then the patella buttress actually works. With some other brace brands that I have tried that I don't like, the patella section does not fit tightly against your knee, so it doesn't really do anything. I am pretty petite, so that could be part of the problem, just not having enough, like flesh to hold it in place correctly. But I do have small sizes of most of the braces that I have if they aren't one size. Then I have these. These are my heavy-duty braces that I wear almost everywhere. They look pretty ridiculous. I'm not going to try them on or anything, though. This is what they look like on the front. They have the same idea here with the hole, and they have a very, very thick patella buttress. As you can see, it fits really nice. I have to wear them over my pants just because I'm allergic to latex, and neoprene contains a small amount of latex, which sucks. Then it has these hinges here. Maybe you can see it better on this side. They're metal. The hinges have straps. The Velcro non-stretchy, this part, it holds the hinges tight down onto your leg, so it keeps your leg bending the correct direction. And with the tendon, I guess, misformation, having one stronger on the outside than the inside, it makes my leg not bend forward. So that's a problem. And that's that set of braces. I do wear them on both knees. I have an ankle brace, but I didn't bring it because I don't use it very much. It's just from when I had an injury falling off a four-wheeler, and the four-wheeler came down and like smashed onto the back of my leg, and I had like a partial Achilles tendon tear, and that never really healed. I don't know what that's due to. It was before I had chronic fatigue syndrome, though. Next, I have some elbow braces that are actually the same as the Copper Fit knee ones that I showed you before. Just like that, all the same design, same features, everything, but these actually work quite a bit better than the knee ones do, and I think it's just because it's a smaller joint that it has to support, so it offers a little more support. And I really like those. Another injury that I originally got these to support my elbow, just one of them though, because I broke it falling off of the stage when I was in high school. It was a really stupid accident, and I broke an instrument in the process. Anyway, that happened around the time that I acquired chronic fatigue syndrome. So, yeah. Anyway, it never really healed. It wasn't something that they could cast up because there's just so many different things that can go wrong in your elbow, and then if they cast it up and just leave it, it could heal wrong, and I might not be able to bend my elbow. And they wanted me to have full range of motion, so every day I had to do these exercises and stretch my elbow all the way out, and it hurt so bad. And I had to wear a sling for like 3 or 4 months, I think. It was awful. But now I have problems in both of my elbows due to ME, so I wear them on both of my elbows if I do wear them. Next up is a supportive glove. I use this if I have to write for a long time, or if I have to play an instrument where my thumb is holding up the instrument on a thumb rest. I do have a neck strap too, but neck straps can get really old, and it kind of makes me have a little bit bad posture because I lean forward. And it also supports your wrist as well as your thumb, and it's just kind of soothing pressure all over your hand. So I really like that. Then I have some pre-cut kinesiology tape strips. You can see right there, they're already cut, and you just tear it right here. And they also split apart down the middle, so you can do different things with them, but you don't have to split them apart if you don't want to. I often tape my shoulders and my elbows. I have tried with my wrists before, but it falls off pretty fast, so I don't often do that. And I've tried taping my knees, especially before I did it myself. My physical therapist would do it, and it doesn't help too much, but I can definitely see an improvement. I have also tried it on my ankles. Not really much help there either, but your ankles and feet are the part of your body that have to withstand the most weight, so you can kind of understand where that would just taping wouldn't have that much help. I am planning to try taping on my hips sometime, but it's a lot more complicated because it's a lot of like with your butt and your thighs, it's a lot more flesh that you have to work around, and I have no like official training in kinesiology, so that's a little bit more difficult. That is everything that I have to show. I hope maybe this helps someone. You can definitely ask questions in the comments if you have a question about a specific item, or if you have a question about a problem in your body. I could give you some suggestions or suggest some sites or whatnot. But that is it for now. I will see you guys in my next video.